Hello and welcome. How are you doing today? My name is Lynn, and today I am crafting with the Not Too Shabby Shop stamp and die of the month. And what I've already done in advance is create my trifold card base here. So I just cut a piece that was 5.5 by 11, and then I scored at 4.25 and 8.5, and that gives me this trifold. Then I've stamped out the window onto some acetate using Stays On black ink. And then I'll go ahead and attach this to just some pattern paper that was from a previous box of the month. And I'm actually going to sandwich this in between a couple of layers just to hide that acetate and the adhesive. So you don't have to worry about using your adhesive strips on this bit of acetate. You're not going to be able to see this. And the stamp and die of the month does have a die that coordinates with the window, but it cuts out the window and the curtains. And I just wanted to cut out a square aperture. So all I did was I looked for a square die in my stash that was close enough to the size of the window. And I cut that out of my pattern paper layer here. And once I had that positioned, what I did was I lined up this pattern paper with the solid color cardstock that is going to go beneath this. And I inlaid my square die right back into that aperture and ran that through my die cutting machine to transfer that location. So basically, like how I just showed it there, because you have to, if you're gonna want your aperture, this little window here, to show through all the way to the back of the card, then you'll need to cut through the front of your card base as well. And so anytime you need to kind of transfer the location of a die cut like that, you just need to position your layers where you want them, and then put your die right back into a previously cut panel. And you can even run it through just like that, and it should cut through. And if it doesn't cut completely through, then at the very least it'll leave a deboss line, and then you can run it through a second time to get it to cut through completely. So this little aperture will go straight through, as I mentioned, all the way to the back of the card. But this extra little flap here is where I want to position the gorgeous, woman here that I've already stamped, colored, and used the coordinating die to cut out. And then I used the same die to do a partial die cutting, basically just cutting the top half of her because I want to create a little bit of a shaped border here. And I made a little bit of a mistake here, so don't do what I did. Although it wouldn't have been the end of the world, but I started to cut at the edge, and the whole reason to do a partial die cut is to keep that part solid. So what I should have done is this right here. Starting from where the die leaves off, then you want to cut that to the fold of the card. And then you can remove that top portion. And luckily, when I use my utility blade, I don't push down super hard. And this is 120-pound cardstock. So that first cut, I actually did not make it all the way through. So I was able to keep that attached. And the only reason really to keep it attached, it's not super important, but it does add some extra strength behind the die cut, especially since it is smaller at the top there. And so it wouldn't have been the end of the world if I did cut that off completely, but I'm glad that it stayed intact. And so I'll go ahead and add my curtains to the front of this, which I just stamped. I took the same window stamp and stamped it onto some pattern paper, again from an earlier box of the month. And I just fussy cut around it so that I have just the curtains. And I did put double-sided adhesive tape here, but then I decided last minute that I actually want to pop this up with a little bit of low-profile foam. So now's a good time to mention that I am part of a hop that's going on. It's a hashtag driven hop, and the hashtag is N2S Christmas. So all you need to do is search for N2S Christmas or click on the hashtag in the title of this video, and that will bring up amazing projects from the rest of my some of my design team members on the Not Too Shabby Shop team. And this month we're sharing a combination of projects using the box of the month as well as the Stampin' Die of the month. So you'll get to see a mix of projects from both subscriptions. As you stop by each hop, leave a like and a comment, and I'm sure everyone would appreciate if you subscribe to their channel as well. And when you're done visiting each stop, be sure to open the description box of any of our videos, and you should find the Rafflecopter link. And that's where you'll want to go in order to put all of your information so that if you are chosen as the lucky winner of the $25 gift certificate that the Not Too Shabby Shop is giving away, then they'll know where to send your gift certificate to. So there are just some final finishing touches to my card. I wanted to add some sentiments to it. So even though this hop is has Christmas in the hashtag, I did want to show that this stamp set in particular is very versatile because there are some holiday themed sentiments and images like Deck the Halls, Believe in the Magic, Baby It's Cold Outside. I think those are all pretty suggestive of the holidays and of winter. But the images of the girl in the window, I feel like, are very, very versatile. You could use those for a number of occasions, from maybe a sweet 16th birthday to a wedding card or engagement card, really anything at all. And that's why my card today is sort of a just because card. It says, just stopping by to say thinking of you. And the last thing I'll do is I just pulled out my pastels to quickly add a little bit of color on this panel. This is the second panel in my trifold, and that way she looks a little bit more grounded, and it doesn't quite look like she's just hovering on this panel here. So I find pastels to be a really, really quick way to add some soft background color, and really, really easy way to kind of finish up this card. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to click on the hashtag N2S Christmas. Check out all of the amazing projects from my teammates, and don't forget to leave a like and comment as you hop along, and good luck on the giveaway. Happy hopping!